I came to the U.S. at the age of 17 with, and you'll hear me talk about this tonight, but literally with a student visa, a pocket translator, a suitcase, and I guess a lot of dreams. But I couldn't speak English when I got here. And it was the era in the early 90s when Pablo and all of the narco stuff was a real thing in Colombia. So my parents rather kind of like sacrifice a lot and kind of cash out a lot of what they could to send me to the United States. So I ended up in the middle of nowhere, literally, in a teeny tiny private Christian college in Texas to learn English. And I was there and talk about a culture shock because it's Texas. And right away, if I speak Spanish, I'm supposed to be Mexican. And when I say I'm Colombian, they think Pablo. And I was just like, oh, what's wrong with people? Why is everybody labeling me? And I think that was my first encounter with culture. And I didn't label it as like, oh, they're discriminating me or whatever. I just thought people were ignorant. So I guess being young and oblivious was a good thing because I took it as a project to educate people about like, no, Colombia's this, and we have coffee, and we have flowers, and we have football or soccer, blah, blah, blah. But it was a very interesting beginning because it was hard. First of all, after learning English, I worked my ass off to be the best student I could be. So it starts with excellence and dedication from day one. So it doesn't happen just by favors or accident or privilege. Sure, you can have a boost if you get pulled by somebody, but I wasn't pulled in by anyone into the room. And now again, I think about it, and young people have the excuse and ability to do this. I used my new card and young card a lot. So let me give you a real example. First week at Johnson & Johnson, because we are the MBAs picked for this special leadership program. So it was like this special group of 15 people that were selected. So we had the benefit of meeting the CEO the first week and the top members of the board. That's not normal when you enter into a corporation like that one. But there was this one female leader at the time in corporate America. She probably was one of a handful that was already on the board at J&J. She was the CIO, Chief Information Officer, so like the CTO now. Amazing in technology. She was beautiful, super elegant, and she has 5 kids. And when she spoke, I stalked her literally for 6 months. I want to talk to you. Joanne Heisen was her name. I want to talk to you. Hi, nice to meet you. I just started here. One day, I want to be just like you. Please give me 15 minutes. I just want to talk to you. And I did not stop until I got the time with her. Now, who else in that room did that? Nobody, but I did. And sure enough, not just that moment and the first 6 months at a big giant corporation, she became my friend, my mentor, and advisor for the rest of my 10-year career there. The highest ranking female in the corporation. So you have to just go for it. The worst thing you can get is a no. But not trying is already a no. It's been crazy. And anyone that tells you that the journey is easy is not telling you the full story. And I think it's ironic and unfair, especially for young people in this era of Mark Zuckerberg and Shark Tank and overnight sensations, and you become a millionaire on YouTube. It takes work. You don't just celebrate the glory. There's a story. And my story had a ton of twists and turns.